We only find minor injuries at this time. However, he is still in critical but stable condition.
And that sort of seems contradictory to the layperson. I mean, for you guys it might make sense, but those of us without medical degrees, minor injuries but critical.
Right. And so he certainly has some injuries. However, at this point it's just too early. So he's in critical condition, meaning he is going to be admitted to our ICU. We're going to monitor him. He does not require any surgical intervention at this time, but he will have to continue to be monitored.
But there was CPR. I mean, did you the reports to the doctors that he had assumed cardiac arrest at some degree?
We really can't get into specifics about the medical treatment.
It sounds like he was taken care of rapidly by colleagues and Good Samaritans who were standing by, and he made it to us safely. And like I said, at this point, he's stable.
Where to his body was he injured?
So that was the difference.
What's that?
So that was the difference then. The quick reaction played a huge, early on at least, seemed to play a big role.
I believe it did.
Chief, do you believe this was a hit and run? And was the off-duty officer, was he in uniform?
We are actively investigating at this time. The individual is cooperating, and we expect in the investigative procedures to find out if that information, putting all the pieces together with the officers who responded. Right now, we're just thankful that a private citizen were able to locate some close-by officers who immediately responded to that location and administered first aid right away and gathered the necessary information to enable us to get to the point where we have a suspected vehicle.
Is there any indication that this might have been purposeful, that he was hit on purpose?
Right now, we don't have any indication of that, but we're still in the beginning stages of the investigation.
Chief, do we have a name?
The
individual's name.
We have the information now, the individual that we are talking to, that we are speaking to.
No, I'm talking about the victim, the person he is.
I'll pass that over to Chief Conti.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a Metropolitan Police officer. Again, his family is here. We've alerted the members of the Metropolitan Police Department. It's Officer Kenneth Daniels.
And where did he work, Chief?
He's a member of our Violent Crime Suppression Division.
Common spelling for both persons?
Yes, correct.
And he's been a member of the police department for
23 years.
And
All right, guys, thank
I
you
take
very
it
much.
you know him pretty well. He's a pretty remarkable police officer.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about his
Yeah, I
career?
mean, he's not, police officer is what he does. I mean, he's just a great individual. I mean, it's really kind of the bottom line. I've known Kenny, again, since he was in his teens. And we went to Spingarn Senior High School together. He's a Green Wave. And his brother is a retired member from the police department, and he has a niece on the police department. So he's very much rooted in the Metropolitan Police Department. I mean, this is a very unfortunate event, for someone to be walking out of a shopping center or walking out of a establishment and to get struck by a vehicle. But it's where we are right now, and again, I'm just happy that he is recovering. Again, we don't know all the medical stuff that will happen from this point forward. But again, I'm just very thankful to Prince George's County Police and the doctors here at this hospital who are attending to Officer Daniels right now.
He was just leaving with his I mean, there are apparently groceries all over the road. He was coming out of the store with his groceries.
That's correct. Yeah, he was
said
leaving.
his mother, right?
Yeah, he was with a family member, with mom, and again, just a very unfortunate incident. But again, please keep him in your prayers. Thank you all for coming out.
right, guys.
And
Do you
again,
have the
please
suspect
thank you.
name, age, gender? That will not be.
We
get that to
have
you
a
guys.
person that we are talking to right now, but we're beginning the investigation. That information we expect will be released when we conclude this investigation or we get further along.
You know where he was
Guys,
pulled
that's it.
over?
Thank you very much.
In the same vicinity in which the
Sustained injuries on the
incident
body.
happened.
So in
I
the
can't speak to the
parking lot area?
specifics of
Yeah,
his
the same
injuries,
vicinity.
but at this
Thank
point
you
they
so
do
much,
require
guys.
further
Thank you very
monitoring.
much. Appreciate it.
So the doctor, he's expected to survive. Is that an assumption we can
So
make?
I can't go into the specifics of his injuries. However, at this point, as we monitor him, he will require additional time in the ICU.
But he's expected to survive.
No surgeries, you said.
No surgeries at this point.
Okay, so but the bruises.
Thank you.
are gone.
Thank you.
Oh my God.